Book IQ Official presents free audiobooks. All Book IQ recordings are copyrighted.
The Master Key to Unlocking Life's Greatest Treasures. Introduction. There is a master key that can unlock the doors to life's greatest treasures: health, happiness, love, success, and fulfillment. This key is desire. Desire is the force that motivates us and stirs our souls. When harnessed properly, desire can attract all that you wish to achieve. In this video, we will explore how to use the power of desire to create miracles in your life. You'll learn techniques to clarify your desires, charge them with positive emotion, and unlock the creative potential of your subconscious mind. With desire as your master key, you can open new doors of opportunity and manifest your grandest dreams. Are you ready to unlock the treasures within you and live a life beyond your wildest imagination? Then let's begin. The origin of desire. Desire is an inborn, God-given emotion existing within all living creatures. It is the motivating power instilled in us by the Creator to drive us forward and achieve our destiny. Consider the chick emerging from the egg. It is desire that compels it to peck its way out into the world. Without this inborn desire, the chick would never draw its first breath. It is desire that keeps your heart pumping and propels the life force through your veins. Desire fuels your quest for love, success, creativity, any ambition or goal you may have. The greater the desire, the more motivated you become to attain it. This is why desire can be considered divine in nature. It is the engine of creation. Jesus and other spiritual masters understood the miraculous power of desire. Jesus said, "Ask and ye shall receive, seek and ye shall find, knock and the door shall be opened unto you." This formula contains metaphysical secrets for manifesting desires. First, you must clearly identify the desire. Then you must charge it with faith and expectancy to activate the creative forces within. Maintaining desire while detaching from the timing and method of fulfillment allows miracles to unfold. Desire as the master key. Why is desire considered the master key to life? Because it is the precursor to manifestation. Before you can create something, you must desire it. When we look at the greatest achievements of history, great works of art, architectural marvels, scientific discoveries, they all began with desire. Desire fuels human progress. Our innate desire for better lives drove innovations in agriculture, transportation, medicine, and technology. Civilization advanced brick by brick, each improvement motivated by desire. Within you lies the same creative power that has shaped humanity's evolution. Your desires contain the seeds of their own fulfillment, but first, you must learn to tap into them fully. This requires clarity, passion, and intention. The 10 desires for a complete life. What desires will create a rich, purposeful life for you? While desires differ from person to person, there are 10 fundamental desires that lead to wholeness. 1. The desire for a better life. This includes security, peace of mind, and fulfilling your dreams. 2. The desire for health, vitality, and longevity, to live with energy and well-being. 3. The desire for success, achievement, and abundance, the drive to accomplish goals and prosper. 4. The desire for happiness, to live with joy, pleasure, and satisfaction. 5. The desire for friends and social fulfillment, feeling connected, appreciated, and loved by others. 6. The desire for intimate relationships, marriage and family, experiencing the bonds of deep love. 7. The desire for creativity and self-expression, using one's gifts and talents. 8. The desire for meaningful work, contributing one's skills to a purposeful cause. 9. The desire for spiritual awakening and wisdom, growing into one's highest consciousness. 10. The desire to be virtuous and uplift humanity, leaving a positive legacy. This spectrum encompasses all aspects of life: material, emotional, mental, and spiritual. When all 10 desires are nurtured, you experience true fulfillment. Now let's explore how to leverage these 10 desires to unleash your potential. Charging your desires with emotion. It's not enough to simply identify your desires. They must be charged with energy and emotion. This propels them from nebulous dreams into magnetic forces that compel action. The emotions empowering desire can be grouped into 2 categories: positive, expansive emotions, faith, love, hope, enthusiasm, joy, confidence, generosity, benevolence. Negative, contractive emotions, fear, hate, worry, jealousy, anger, doubt, greed, apathy. The positive emotions energize your system, releasing creativity and stimulating the flow of thoughts and ideas. The negative emotions produce stress reactions that block inspiration. To fully tap into your 10 desires, cultivate the positive positive, expansive emotions. Here are some examples. Desire for abundance, charged with enthusiasm, confidence, expectation. Desire for health, charged with faith, joy, hope. Desire for intimacy, charged with generosity, benevolence. Make this practice part of your daily routine. Identify a desire and intensify it with a positive charge. You will gain mastery in harnessing your desires. The power of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements of desired outcomes. They reprogram your subconscious mind to manifest your desires. By repeating affirmations infused with emotional intensity, you imprint your subconscious with new patterns. For each desire, create an affirmation stating your wish fulfilled. Examples: health, I am bursting with energy and vitality. Success, my work is highly fulfilling and abundantly rewarded. Love, I am joyfully sharing my life with my soulmate. Write or recite your desire affirmations with passion. Picture and feel what it's like to have your affirmations manifested. This imprints the outcome on your subconscious, which then aligns your actions and decisions accordingly. Affirmations charged with desire and emotion have magnetic power, manifesting through visualization. The mind transforms desire through the creative faculty of visualization. By forming vivid mental images of your realized desires, you attract their materialization. This occurs through the law of attraction, which draws circumstances and resources aligned with your dominant thoughts. Your outer world reflects your inner envisioning. Make your visualizations as lifelike as possible. Engage all your senses. For example, if you desire a new home, picture yourself walking through it, feeling the textures, hearing sounds, smelling scents, and tasting food in the kitchen. The more sensory immersion you create, the more tangible the image becomes. Reinforce your visions by replaying scenarios daily. Your subconscious will orchestrate the seemingly random events required for your desire to manifest in the physical world. Focus on holding the joy of your fulfilled desire rather than fretting over how it will come about. Trust in the miraculous power of visualization. Activating desire with prayer. Prayer is communication with your Creator. When infused with desire's emotional fervor, prayer unleashes unlimited creative potential. Prayers of petition call forth your highest good by aligning your will with divine will. Surrender your personal time frame and agenda. Focus on maintaining faith and gratitude that your genuine desires or true needs are being fulfilled in perfect way and timing. The Bible contains many powerful verses affirming God's willingness to grant our desires. Two examples: delight yourself also in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37:4. Now to Him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. Ephesians 3:20. Sincere prayers charged with desire, faith, and thankfulness will magnetize and actualize your intentions. Prayer allows you to work in partnership with divinity. Desire plus action equals achievement. Desire alone is not enough. It must also impel action. As the saying goes, a vision without action is a fantasy. Action without vision is aimless. But a vision energized by action can change the world. Once you've identified a desire, clarify it, charged it with emotion, and visualized its achievement, you must take action. Break down your desire into manageable action steps. Develop your knowledge, skills, and resources related to your desire. Act boldly and persistently while remaining adaptable. By combining desire's power with strategic action, your dreams will incrementally become reality. When challenges arise, let your desire, not fear, master you. View obstacles as opportunities to grow your capacity. Stay centered in faith, gratitude, and enthusiasm. Allow desire to keep fueling action until your vision manifests. Through passion, imagination, and action, there is no desire that cannot be fulfilled. Unleash your full capabilities. The treasures you seek are within you. The desire for a meaningful life. We've explored how to unlock desires for health, relationships, success, and self-actualization. But the deepest longing within each of us is the desire for meaning. We innately seek purpose and fulfillment beyond our individual lives. This calling to serve one's fellow humans is humanity's greatest virtue. Our souls intuitively understand that in uplifting others, we uplift ourselves. We are all connected. When we align our desires with universal goodness, our most noble dreams are realized. We become partners with the divine creative spirit which through us desires to express more beauty, truth, wisdom, joy, justice, and abundance on this earth. We awaken to our eternal nature when we see life as a gift and responsibility. Our time here is limited, so make your days count. Discover your special talents and passions. Desire to use them to brighten the world in your own unique way. All great innovators and revolutionaries were people whose desires burned so brightly they became unstoppable forces of societal elevation. You also have a destiny of greatness seated within, waiting to sprout. Nurture it by focusing your desire for meaning and contribution. Choose to be a light. Conclusion: you now understand desire's tremendous creative power. When mastered, it unlocks your highest potential and attracts all you need for a purposeful, rewarding life. Remember to clarify your desires in all key aspects of life. Charge your desires with positive, expansive emotions. Strengthen desires through affirmations, visualizations, and prayer. Combine desire with strategic action. Align your desires with serving the greater good. By unleashing your desires' full force and directing them wisely, you chart the course for your own miraculous metamorphosis. Stir your passions, seize your vision, and go confidently in the direction of your dreams. The doors stand open for you to claim life's richest rewards. Cultivating healthy desires. We've explored how to leverage desire's power to attract outcomes like love, success, and meaning. But desires can also lead us astray when unchecked or misdirected. Unhealthy desires based on fear, lack, greed, anger, or ego can manifest outcomes that undermine us. Compulsions and addictions are rooted in distorted desires. How can we purify our desires to avoid sabotaging ourselves? By developing self-awareness and self-mastery. Monitor your thoughts and emotions. Notice when a desire seems reactive, selfish, or blended with negativity. Pause and reflect before acting it out. Ask yourself, is this desire aligned with my values and life purpose? Will fulfilling this desire uplift me and others? Am I pursuing this from a state of inner security or deficiency? When desires arise from ego or fear, they often backfire. But by taking responsibility for your state of consciousness, you can redirect desire's power more constructively. Train yourself to let go of baser desires that provide only fleeting satisfaction. Focus instead on lasting fulfillment by contributing goodness to the world. Desires must be refined and elevated to generate positive results. Master your desires by mastering your mind. Stay conscious. The desire for inner peace. More vital than any external desire is the quest for inner peace. Outer desires often lead to disappointment because nothing in the material world can complete us. True peace and wholeness are only found within. By calming the restless thoughts and desires of the egoic mind, we reconnect to our essential nature. How is inner stillness cultivated? By regularly taking time for spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, nature contemplation, and self-inquiry. These provide islands of deep tranquility. From that space of inner silence, desires arise from your soul rather than the ego. Your vision aligns with divine wisdom. You experience grace, insight, and intuition. Daily spiritual practice helps master turbulent desires and anxieties. The storms of the mind give way to an ocean of peaceful being. You act from inspiration rather than agitation. This freedom and sovereignty is available now. Desire inner stillness and make its realization a priority. All other desires will flow from there in harmonious ways. Desire as a force for evolution. The integral role of desire is to propel our individual and collective evolution as humans. It prevents stagnation and leads to advancement. While certain desires promote entropy, there is a divine discontent in every soul that has fueled innovation through the ages. It arises from our innate yearning for progress and self-transcendence. This impulse compelled pioneers to explore new frontiers despite danger. It drives entrepreneurs to creatively disrupt industries and inventors to revolutionize technology. When desiring positive change for its own sake, without attachment to results, desire becomes an evolutionary force. You begin envisioning and building a higher future civilization. By transforming desire from selfish craving to selfless vision, we play our part in the unfolding of higher consciousness on Earth. Channel your desires for revelation and transformation. Desire nothing for yourself, but desire everything for others. Become an instrument for good. Share inspiring visions that awaken in others their own sacred fire. Your highest desires should align with the growth of humanity. Dream boldly of better days to come. Let your desires burn brightly, fulfilling the desires of the soul. The most meaningful desires arise from the soul rather than ego. The soul's desires are pure, calm, virtuous, and selfless. How do you distinguish soul desires from ego desires? Soul desires come from your essence and uplift you and others. Ego desires come from fear and attempt to fill inner voids. Soul desires feel natural, spontaneous, joyful, and heart-centered. Ego desires tend to be anxious, forced, and fazed by outer opinions. The soul desires inner riches, not outer ones. Your soul desires only to gift its highest qualities to the world. Your unique talents are clues to your soul's intentions for this life. Perhaps you are here to exemplify compassion and service, healing and harmonizing, envisioning and pioneering, creating beauty, truth, and order. Listen closely for the callings of your soul. Align your desires to express your divine gifts. Let fulfilling your sacred purpose be your life's deepest desire and highest joy. This is the path to immortality, leaving an indelible positive impact through your selfless contribution. Externalize the divine beauty within you, manifesting soul partnerships. Human relationships provide one of our greatest opportunities for soul growth when rightly aligned. But dysfunction arises when relationships are driven by ego desires. Soul partnerships are based on seeing spiritual qualities in another and supporting mutual evolution through unconditional love. This is true for lovers, friends, and collaborators. Rather than trying to extract validation or completeness from relationships, approach them as co-artists who magnify each other's light. Drop expectations and projections. Relate to the divinity in others. Forgive imperfections. Communicate kindly. Allow love to flow unencumbered by fear or neediness. By desiring spiritual intimacy over personal gain, relationships become sacred crucibles morphing you into your highest self. Feel profound gratitude for those who walk beside you. When relationships are infused with soulfulness, they produce qualities like inspiration, strength, wisdom, passion, and creativity. Together you accomplish more than alone. Let go of superficial connections. Orient your desires toward relationships that help you give your finest gifts back to life itself. Desire as the language of creation. Why does desire work metaphysically to produce results and attract resources? Because desire is the language creation organically understands. Your desires translate into energy frequencies and intentions the universe must respond to as co-creator. That response comes in synchronistic ways. But desire alone is not enough for manifestation. It requires surrender, detachment, and purposeful action to complete the language required for alchemy. Pure desire, surrendered desire, inspired action. This formula enables co-creation with divine will and intelligence. It is an interactive process requiring your full engagement. You must take the helm of your consciousness and steer with mindfulness. In this dance, you lead through the clarity of your vision while allowing unseen partners to fill in the details. Your desires provide the contours for life's unfolding. The stronger your vocabulary of desire gets, the more authorship you have in life's creative unfolding. Master your emotional signals and the universe will engage in enchanted conversation with you. Conclusion: sculpting heaven on earth. We've explored the secrets to unlocking desire's power within you. When mastered, desire can help you manifest miracles and live with divine purpose. But our greatest desires must transcend individual self-interest and align with uplifting humanity. Only by desiring a better world for all do we evolve and avoid collective calamity. Begin seeing yourself as part of an interdependent human family. Reflect on how your desires could relieve suffering and restore human dignity. Imagine how your small daily actions can snowball beneficially. If desire is the force that has shaped creation, let our shared desire now be for heaven on earth. Our technology has outpaced our spirituality. It's time to dream a new dream for civilization. Plant seeds of desire that can bloom into a peaceful, just, and sustainable world. A world of truth, beauty, community, and care for all. May your life be guided by this sacred commitment to walk in partnership with the Creator, using your creative fire to serve the spiritual renaissance of humanity. Your destiny is calling. Overcoming fear-based desires. Fear and desire are intimately connected. Oftentimes, unhealthy desires arise from a place of fear rather than faith. Fear-based desires cause us to cling, grasp, control, and become addicted in an attempt to fill inner voids. This inevitably backfires. Examples of fear-based desires: pursuing money due to fear of poverty, seeking fame because of fear of obscurity, wanting excessive thrills to escape boredom. When fear drives desire, we sacrifice integrity. We compromise our values and harm relationships in the quest for security. How can we transcend fear-based desires? By cultivating faith and surrender. Have faith that you are always provided for and guided to your highest good. Let go of controlling outcomes. Work with life purposefully but without anxiety. Trust in the abundance and wisdom of the universe. Know your needs will be met in perfect timing. This frees you from desperation and scarcity. Make God rather than your ego the source of your desires. Pray may your will, not mine, be done. This humility aligns your desires with divine unfoldment. When desires flow from faith instead of fear, they magnetize peaceful outcomes. Clarity your mind of worry and realign with higher guidance. Living from gratitude, not lack. The strongest desires arise from a state of gratitude rather than a sense of lack. Gratitude energizes while lack constricts the flow of good. When you believe life owes you more, desires turn into impatient demands. You cling to desires rather than releasing them to unfold naturally. This blocks their manifestation. Gratitude opens the floodgates. Seeing life as a miraculous gift fills you with positive anticipation. From fullness, you create generously. Make thankfulness, not wishing, the starting point. Consider all you have right now. Even small blessings contain seeds of greater ones. Thankfulness for today's gifts allows more to emerge. Gratitude magnetizes support while lack often repels it. Approach desires with humility, wonder, and appreciation for divine timing. Make gratitude your mindset. Give thanks for all waymarkers along the path, not just the destination. Hold desires lightly but steadily like a mother cradling her child. From this space of faith-filled gratitude, desires manifest effortlessly, releasing outcome attachments. Clinging to desire outcomes creates anxiety that repels their manifestation. It comes from misplaced faith in your limited ego. True faith means trusting the perfection of the creative process once your clear desire is released. Have faith in the wisdom within you. It is not your conscious mind that assembles all variables needed for manifestation. It is your higher mind aligned with universe intelligence. Focus on clarity of intention, purity of desire, and inspired action. Surrender the outcome and timeline to the divine. Stay open to highest good unfolding in unseen ways. Sometimes desires go unfulfilled because greater blessings awaited beyond our limited imagination. Accept no responses as intuition guiding you. When one door closes, be willing to walk through new ones opening. Life redirects you to deeper fulfillment than ego can envision. Surrender desires as heartfelt prayers. Faith and gratitude will help you discern true divine denials from simply delays requiring patience. As desires manifest, remain humble, generous, and in service. Bless each milestone but keep focused on your larger mission. Divine Will versus Free Will. What is the relationship between our personal will and desires versus divine will and wisdom? Sometimes these seem at odds. We desire one thing yet life unfolds differently. This creates confusion about will, but in truth, free will, properly aligned, serves rather than opposes divine will. We are empowered to choose and create within the context of cosmic consciousness. When exercising free will through desire, orient yourself to the good of the whole. Pray to manifest the highest vision consistent with divine wisdom. This act of consecrated desire honors divine will. Then your desires activate the Miraculous rather than disrupt the natural order. Surrendering your will to God is not powerlessness, but rather delegation to a higher power that can accomplish through you what ego alone cannot. As humanity evolves in consciousness, we learn to form desires through listening to divine intuition within. This is the destiny of enlightened free will. Submit your personal desires to the altar of divine will. Let your visions be purified in the refiner's fire, leaving only what's pure gold. Through consecrated desire, unlock your gifts and carry out your sacred mission in alignment with all life. Transcending desire. Is it possible to entirely transcend desire? While many religions teach non-attachment and renunciation, a middle ground exists. Rather than forced suppression of desire, true mastery involves purifying low-level desires into their higher octave expression. Physical desires can become aspirational desires seeking truth, beauty, justice, and virtue. Self-referential desires transform into selfless service. As Buddha taught, suffering arises from attachment. Thus, an enlightened being feels desires as river currents, not chains. They flow powerfully but do not bind. One lets desires pass through without clinging or fixation. One acts upon them with equanimity. Desire becomes the pure expression of one's purpose. When desires originate from essence rather than ego, they may be fulfilled or not, but one remains at peace. Surrender to divine timing and wisdom. Do not resist desire's currents, rather allow them to flow through you with mindful non-attachment. Let desires inspire your days but not define you. Desire and pleasure. What is the right relationship between desire and pleasure? Pleasure motivates desires, yet overindulgence can corrupt them. Like most aspects of life, finding balance is key. Denying pleasure entirely creates repression. Indulging without restraint leads to emptiness. View pleasure as a way station, not destination. Use it wisely in moderation to renew your mind, body, and spirit, but don't expect it to provide lasting fulfillment. Desire's energy must point beyond fleeting pleasures. Channel it toward creativity, service, and spiritual growth. Higher pleasures will follow. Beware of numbly chasing endless stimulation out of boredom or escapism. Instead, explore your inner landscape, which offers unlimited wonders. Guide youth especially to engage their desires meaningfully, not robotically seek comfort and status. Help them fulfill callings. Value simple pleasures aligned with your purpose. Don't avoid pleasure, but structure your life around meaningful endeavors. May your desires flow constructively, that you experience profound joy in realizing your highest potentials. Cultivating dispassion. If left uncontrolled, desires can become a source of suffering and illusion. Thus, many spiritual traditions teach dispassion. When we detach emotionally from desires, they no longer control us. We retain clarity of purpose unclouded by anxiety. By relaxing the grip of ego-based desires, we realign with our true nature beyond ephemeral wants. Our vision expands. Practice observing your desires without grasping or aversion. See them arise and pass away in the river of consciousness. Dispassion does not mean apathy, only lack of clinginess. We act from inner freedom, unburdened by compulsion or blindness. When gripped by passions, we are led astray. When freed from over-attachment, desires become purified servants rather than tyrannical masters. All desires are neutral energies we imbue with meaning. Relate to them consciously, redirecting their flow toward awakening. Through dispassion, engage your vision powerfully in the world while remaining unperturbed within. Sublimating lower desires. Desires based on greed, lust for power, thrill-seeking, and vanity should be sublimated into higher aspirations. Raw desires stemming from the ego can be gradually refined and redirected towards purposes that uplift you. With mindfulness, shift destructive desires into constructive ones. Exchange anger for forgiveness, greed for philanthropy, lust for reverence, etc. Transfer energy invested in petty desires into desires for knowledge, truth, and creativity. Let time be spent on arts, science, and invention. Rather than repressing lower desires, establish new habits and pursuits, leaving no room for what traps and demeans you. As your inspirations become more profound, smaller desires fall away naturally. As you open inwardly to spiritual vistas, mundane desires lose their grip. Keep transforming the energy behind base desires until they become aligned with your highest ethics and purpose. This alchemy uplifts you. Desire's eternal nature. Our essential nature as human beings seems marked by eternal longing. We always desire more from life. Why is this? Desire springs from divine discontent, an inner urging towards self-transcendence and infinite growth. We are made in the image of the Creator, whose first and eternal desire is the joy of self-expression and co-creation. Each soul emerges with its own combinations of qualities yearning for manifestation. Our desires fuel this individuation process. Once actualized, desires lead to new horizons and increasingly inspired realms to explore. Thus, desire stays eternally kindled within the soul. Do not seek closure of desire, only its purification. Let desire arise anew each day as enthusiasm for revelation. In this life, in between lives, and in future adventures of the soul, desire ever draws us onward through eternal time. Desire and discipline. Desire and discipline must balance each other. Unbridled desire produces dissipation, while discipline without desire creates repression. Desire provides the vision, motivation, and passion. Discipline provides the structure, focus, and perseverance. Both are essential. Develop the discipline of an athlete in training. Set ambitious goals fueled by desire, then put in the hard daily work to achieve them. Discipline your mindset. Stay positive and focused, especially when desire meets obstacles. Be stoic in the face of challenge while maintaining desire's spark. Direct your desires with intent and intelligence. Don't swing from extreme indulgence to extreme restraint. Find the middle way. With desire's fire lighting your path, Discipline provides navigational skills to reach your destination. Desire empowers discipline to create wisely. The more conscious and evolved your desires become, the more self-discipline aligns with them. Character and desire evolve together through practice. Balanced desire and discipline produce miracles. May this formula unlock your greatest potential. Why desires go unfulfilled? There are many reasons desires fail to manifest or produce lasting happiness when achieved. What are some key factors? Desires rooted in ego gratification often lead nowhere. They provide only fleeting enjoyment and then leave an emptiness. Conflicting desires cancel each other out. The mind's desires must become coherent. Insufficient passion and action undermine desires. Wishing rather than willing is not enough. Becoming attached to a single narrow outcome blocks alternative possibilities for fulfillment. Ignoring inner wisdom and intuitive guidance may lead desires astray. Desires not in alignment with one's character eventually ring hollow. They must be congruent with who you are. Forgotten desires slip away as life's busyness crowds out what's essential. They require remembrance and nourishment. Unfulfilled desires invite self-examination of one's fear, apathy, distraction, or self-sabotage. What beliefs limit you? Though desires may remain mysteries, trust in their origin. Stay centered in faith and keep unfolding your destiny. Desire in the law of attraction. The metaphysical law of attraction states that thoughts attract corresponding experiences. How does desire fit in? Desire focuses mental and emotional energy, giving thoughts magnetic power. Concentrated desire manifests. But positive thinking alone is not enough. Authentic desire demands courage, commitment, and inspired action. Genuine desires activate the miraculous. Superficial wants that merely chase pleasure or avoid pain often backfire. Skeptics of the law of attraction dismiss it because ego-based desires do fail. But its principles are proven when desires align with soul wisdom. You must trust in perfect timing and focus on being over having. Ego cravings versus selfless visions produce different results. When your desires serve humanity, they attract support from the universe. By desiring in harmony with higher guidance, you manifest fulfillment. The law of attraction is truth, but the full formula includes ethical desire, mental discipline, surrender, and inspired service. Master these for miraculous results. Final reflections on desire. As we conclude this exploration of desire, here are some key insights to reflect upon. Desire's fire can forge destiny or destroy us depending on whether it is mastered. Use it wisely. Channel desire into serving purposes larger than yourself. Make contribution primary. Release desires into the flow of life. Don't cling or force. Allow natural empowerment. Purify ego-based desires into sacred missions utilizing your gifts. Remain patient and faithful as desires unfold. Trust divine timing. Express gratitude for all desires fulfilled or not. Bless each step in your evolution. May your relationship with desire continue maturing in healthy ways so your deepest visions manifest for the upliftment of all. Desire and destiny. Desire and destiny intertwine through the law of cause and effect. Our desires shape our destiny, and our destiny is the accumulation of our past desires. Every desire releases energy that sets causes in motion. Causes then coalesce into conditions and events shaping our lives. With purposeful consciousness, we can orchestrate desires that align with destiny. Otherwise, we become subject to random or unconscious desires, producing unintended destinies. Take time each day to orient your desires consciously. Project your awareness into the future. What life would you be proud to have manifested years from now? Let this ideal vision guide your desires. Detach from superficial wants and align with desires producing your highest destiny. Through mindfulness, manifest your destiny deliberately. Harness desire's creative fire to forge your most meaningful legacy. Desire and time. Does intense desire accelerate outcomes, or does patience usually play a greater role? Both dynamics are involved in manifestation. Desire initiates action. Intensity provides momentum and mobilizes resources, but rarely does forced immediacy produce positive results. Creation unfolds in its own rhythm. Some desires manifest quickly, some require maturation over years. Trust divine timing. When desires burn impatiently, calm your mind. Breathe slowly. Relax time urgency. Make desires a patient prayer. Shift from needing to gently seeking. Anxiety repels manifestation, but calm desire attracts it synchronistically. Sometimes delay is due to interior work needed before external manifestation. Desire's heat purifies, but patience empowers. Allow right timing between initiating causes, internal growth, and eventual effects. Divine fulfillment has its own creative calculus. Healthy desire maintains consistent vision and inspired action over time without demanding instant results. Patience empowers desire, transcending self-centered desire. For fulfillment, our desires must evolve from juvenile wants to universalized aspirations. Unrefined desire is like a child grabbing for objects that capture attention. It is a reaction of conditioning, not wisdom. In adolescence, desire matures to personal achievement, independence, and respect, but it remains self-absorbed. When desire ripens fully, we desire things aligned with uplifting humanity, serving life, and revealing goodness. This desire matrix lifts us from selfishness to selflessness. We manifest blessings not just for ourselves but others. From mature desire, visions and contributions blossom, benefiting all people. This desire propels humanity forward. Ask yourself, are my desires leading to wisdom and dignity, or ignorance and suffering for myself and others? Universal desire creates unity, while self-based desire creates division. Transform self-centered desires into uplifting visions. Desire's fire refines the soul. Why does the soul incarnate with its unique blend of desires and passions? Desire's fire provides the refining pressure that transforms you over a lifetime from undeveloped potentials to actualized qualities. Raw, or when subjected to intense fire, becomes purified gold. Likewise, your desires, when channeled constructively, purify you. The greater the yearning, the more quickly soul evolution unfolds. Powerful desires drive transformation. What desires burn within you? See them as secret maps to your destiny. By pursuing them wholeheartedly, you realize your divine gifts. Your distinctive desires reveal your soul's intentions in this lifetime. Their fire reshapes you. Do not be discouraged by desire's heat. Let it refine you. Through self-mastery, desire forges greatness. Trust the journey your soul prescribed before birth. Express your potent desires courageously and wisely. Let their fire awaken your highest self. Conclusion: we've explored desire's essential nature and power, how it operates metaphysically, where it stems from, and how to harness it creatively. Desire is a sacred force flowing through you. Master it wisely and miraculous results can manifest. May your desires be purified, your destiny glorified, and your soul awakened through engaging this divine fire.